Okay, cool. People are here. Well, one person is here, or I don't know. It's been so long since I've streamed. I've forgotten all this stuff. Okay. Hello everybody. It's me. Hopefully everything is working. If it doesn't, then whatever. It's first time streaming on this computer, I think actually, or at least for the first time for a while. Yeah. I've been playing this. Do I recommend this game? Not sure yet because I've only just started, really. So this is a visual novel by Zero 07 or whatever Zero 07 expansion, the Dojin group, and the username guy, the person who made it, I actually can't remember the name. It's so it's yeah. Umineko when they cry. You may also know the same people who did Higurashi when they cry. Basically, I just bought it at one point because it was on sale on Steam, and yeah. So I played it for like 2 hours, and I think I've only just now gotten to what's essentially the meat of it. And that is basically just like so the synopsis is essentially it's there's a rich family, and they their kind of eccentric patriarch basically says that their fortune was gotten by this him getting a gold from a contract with this witch named Beatrice, and they all think it's an urban legend and stuff. The patriarch's getting pretty elderly, and all of the family and all the children have all come back to their mansion on an island to basically have a family discussion and also settle what they're going to do with the inheritance. And in the midst of all that dilemma, they get a mysterious letter saying it's from Beatrice. And Beatrice, by the way, when the patriarch sort of made a contract with me, he basically said that I could take everything back and also like all of your lives and your souls and all that stuff. And so I have come to collect. And the only way you can save yourself is if you solve this riddle that he made, I think, or someone made that has the location of my secret gold. So you have to do that. Otherwise, I will probably kill you. At this point, I'm not really sure because all they've had is this letter. So uh, we're still I'm not even we haven't even really gotten to the stage where someone is like, this is just a load of bullshit, I don't believe any of this is real at all, and then they like try to escape, and then we find them like brutally murdered or something, which is probably going to happen. I don't know if that's going to be the case or not, but yeah, it probably will happen like that. And so if that is the case, then yeah, we'll see. It's very there is a lot of dialogue. I don't know if there needed to be this amount of dialogue, but you know, basically the concept sounds a bit more interesting to me. And it also sounds a bit more interesting than Higurashi. Higurashi, I watched like somebody play through like the first part of it, and it's just such a slow burn that it just made me so bored. So this one seems like it's getting a bit more into the action. The characters are a bit more um they're not all Japanese high schoolers, and kind of almost reminds me of like Knives Out, where like I feel like somebody's gonna get murdered, and it's gonna be like a big murder mystery, and we have the characters have a whole bunch of like servants and maids and butlers, and it's even though it's all set in Japan, it's like that everyone's like Western inspired. So yeah, it's interesting so far. I don't know, like the plot feels like it's only just started. They're on this island, they can't leave because there's a big like typhoon going on, and so they're all stuck there while they have to figure out what's going on. So yeah, we'll see what happens, and I will start playing. Good thing about this being an old game as well is that it's not full screen, so I can just like you know, leave this on one thing without having to get multiple screens. I can just kind of leave this here and then do something somewhere else. And have the chat open as well. Let me move the chat more to that side. This more to that side. Who even knows if anyone's watching? But actually, it doesn't even really matter. Start. And obviously, if anybody is watching, tell me if the audio is fine. It's not too loud. So yeah, like I'm already on to like page. I probably shouldn't be saving as much considering seems like there's only. I might run out of pages if save states if I do it like this, but I think this is where I left off last on yesterday at 5:32 p.m. So let's see what happens. I'm not gonna read all this out loud because that's just too much reading. Like there's so much text in this game. There's way too much text. The strange letter the witch entrusted to Miriam wiped all memories of dinner from our mind. I say I'm not going to read any of the text, and then I start reading the text. So who knows? Yep. So yeah, the main character is like the grandchild of that was basically the child of the patriarch's like third son. So he's not like any sort of heir to much, but he was kind of estranged from the family a bit because he's a bit of a rebel. His name is Battler. Everyone has really weird names that sound cool for a Japanese audience and doesn't make any sense for an English audience. And so yeah, that's kind of it. But we'll see. Yeah. Hi, Gabby. Hope you're doing well. New game. Your audio seems fine. Okay, great. Thanks, Robin. Back and forth about grandfather's inheritance. Back and forth about distribution of the gold if it was found. About advance payments and cash. It was so despicable I could hardly bear to watch, even though one of them was my father. Like Jessica felt the same way. I get it. Now I totally see why grandfather hates coming down for meals. I'm so disillusioned with our parents right now. Clutter on money and the inheritance. How can they act like that right out in the open? Well, I'm already completely disillusioned with my old bastard. There's no way I could think any worse of him. That's exactly the same for me. Still, that frickin' shocked me. Shocked me to the core. Hey, I mostly, first time chatter, there you go. Hey, I'll be mostly background watching. Just want to say, love your reactions to DBZA episode 60 and the Kaiser interview. First saw the main lead like a year ago. Watched most of your DBZ related stuff since then. Ah, hello. Thanks for showing up. Hi. Yeah. Uh, I've been thinking about like, oh, maybe I should make another like Dimer video, but like I really have no thoughts about Dragon Ball Dimer. It's kind of insane that I just can't really think of anything to say about it. But yeah, anyway, thanks for showing up, and yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's nice. I'm just like, if there's just some random shit I'm gonna fangirl about, it's nice that people are actually getting enjoyment out of that. So your own mind is being supported by a parent, so you might not understand. But getting money is neither a simple nor a pretty thing. I have no interest in Daima for some reason. Is it worth watching? It's solid. It's solid, but like at the moment, it's really hard to tell kind of what the point of it basically is. Like if you're somebody who's sort of thinking like, why should I watch it? There's not really much to sell you. It's just like, fun little Dragon Ball adventure. So it's like more Dragon Ball. There's nothing really stand out so far. There was a bit of Vegeta fan service last episode, but besides that, like, not really much to really grip you. It's all just solidly made. It's not like amazing and it's not bad. So it's just hard to recommend. I won't try to force you to understand right now since you're still kids. But even so, I want you to realize your parents are just doing their best in their own way. Oh, great. George Anaki's gotten all mature. George Nissan, I know you're working hard as a full-fledged member of society. Does that mean you turn to a shameless, greedy vulture like our parents whenever you start talking about money and assets? If it were only for my own benefit, then no, I wouldn't want to do that. However, when your family and your employees, your subordinates, and their families are all counting on you, there are some times where you must fight. I hate that kind of fight. That back and forth about grandfather's inheritance just makes me want to puke. Let's stop talking about this. All this about grandfather's hidden gold, property, and inheritance is our parents' problems, not ours. I agree. At the very least, I think children have a duty to be considerate and stay out of their parents' way when they're talking together. Sounds pretty boring. I've never known that phrase. Maybe that's a Japanese phrase. Jessica-chan, please don't start hating your mother and father. I won't ask you to understand them, but at least don't hate them. I get it, just leave me alone for a bit. Come to think of it, I wonder where Maria-chan went. She's probably pouting in front of the portrait. I wonder what's happening with that typhoon. Maybe there's something about it on the news. It doesn't pick up much here out here, but I wonder if it's horrible over the sea. I did hear a severe storm warning on the weather report. Ah, Kyrie-san. I take it those big talks between the adults are going smoothly, yeah? I wonder if that stomachache of a discussion will continue all night. It's not going to be fun. Well then, please enjoy playing vultures to grandfather's property as much as you like. I feel sick. I'll agree with you on that. If I could just slip away like you, I'd do it. Unfortunately, I can't. Even if I'm not allowed to speak. We spouses have it pretty rough too. So how does it look? Are they still stuck on the topic of the mysterious witch Beatrice? More or less. Those four siblings are always piling up secret agreements when they come together to discuss the division of grandfather's inheritance. They're saying that some unknown fifth person has appeared and is trying to make things even more complicated. And there's no way that'll make for a peaceful conversation. Just when you think they're snarling at each other, they'll set up a common front. Natsuhi-Nisan's not the only one getting... Sorry, Natsuhi-Nisan's not the only one getting headaches. So basically, Beatrice is like an assassin sent by grandfather. She probably wanted to scare the hell out of his children for talking about the inheritance without him. Who is this Beatrice, I wonder? If everything she claims is true, then she's a mystery figure that no one knew about until today. And she also knows about grandfather's hidden gold. Oh, hi, Karasu. On top of that, she was even entrusted with the head's ring. She must truly have been trusted by him. Well, obviously I don't think she's a witch riding around on a broom. but there's no doubt she's a mysterious person who's earned the right to be called a witch. If only Maria-chan would go into more detail about that. Everyone's been smothering her, even though she's just a little girl. They all really, they really, they really scared her, and some things they might have asked now can't be asked. I wonder if those people have ever read The North Wind and the Sun. Well, I sure haven't, because that's probably a Japanese book. What we do know is that Maria received a letter from a person who took the name Beatrice. Sure is shy for a mystery person, trusting Maria with the letter and hiding away even now, when she could have just appeared and talked to us directly. One of those barbarians who never watched the original Dragon Ball started with Z Saiyan Saga might backtrack instead and watch from the start. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it definitely gives you more context to, everything. Like, I'm just like, I think it almost, in a way, some things about Dragon Ball, like, some things about early Dragon Ball make Z almost a better start. Not okay, like as in early Dragon Ball has a lot of sexual humor and gags that maybe aren't as funny as they should be. So by Dragon Ball Z, they kind of toned down a lot of that stuff. So in a way, it makes Dragon Ball Z a little bit more accessible to new audiences. But there is also just the half of the characters is like you need to know you don't know the context for them. Hey, Butler-kun, do you really think a person called Beatrice actually exists? Who knows? Doesn't it really seem like a false name? Like she's grandfather's representative, so she was given permission to take the name of the witch from his delusions? No, that's not what I meant. Right now, there's a total of 18 people here in Rokkenjima. Perfect for a murder mystery. Or a death game. Do you think there's a 19? Sorry, my Danganronpa brain is just like, oh yeah, the Mukuro Ikusaba, the 19th student hidden somewhere in the school. It's it, it's it's just such a classic death game thing where it's like, okay, we have the cast, but what if there's a secret extra person who's on the island and nobody didn't know about it until now? It's even a death game on an island is. To be fair, I don't know if it's going to be a death game, but it certainly feels like it is going to be a death game. Are there really a full 18 people on the island right now? Do I think a 19th person exists? What exactly do you mean? Just what I said. The person who lent Maria that umbrella supposedly wasn't one of us 18. So isn't it natural to assume a 19th person exists and that this person lent Maria the umbrella? By the way, if you want to see the cast, here is the list of people. I wonder if it's like, if somebody dies, then they're gonna be like X'd out or whatever. Like they do that in Danganronpa kind of. But yeah, here is like, oh hey. It's got the old guy, then he's like the four children, their spouses, and their children, and the different like maids and butlers and all those people. Also, when you go out of the the menu, there's the glass shattering sound effect, which is a bit annoying. But this is like a doujin game in like 2009 or whatever, so it's a bit it's a bit like silly like that sometimes. Oh yeah, it sure looks that way. And where exactly is this person now? At the very least, she must have been on the island when it started raining. And ever since that time, the weather has grown progressively worse, so taking a boat out would be pretty much impossible. In that case, the person must still be on the island hiding in the rain somewhere, and without any of us spotting her. True, we've all been randomly prowling around all over the mansion and guest house, but no one has bumped into a 19th person. But this island's huge. There may be other places to take shelter from the rain other than the mansion and the guest house. Oh, oh shit. I think Zero might be one of us. Like, and that's the other big death game cliche where it's like a, well, if none of us are, if we haven't seen any extra people around besides us, then maybe one of us is the mastermind behind this all along. If Beatrice is who she claims, she would surely be the most honored of guests, the most honored of confidants trusted by Grandfather. There's no way Grandfather wouldn't give that kind of person a warm reception. She would surely have been ushered into the mansion. However, we haven't seen anyone like that. Wait a sec, isn't this line of reasoning a bit too hasty? Sure, no one spotted this person, but doesn't mean you can't deny the possibility of. Okay, yeah. This is quite a bit, but like, people like rag on Danganronpa for being very text heavy, but like something like this is like we understand that there might be a hidden 19th person, or maybe not. It's easy to prove that something exists if this Beatrice appears in front of them and says hi, it's settled. But it's impossible to prove that there is no 19th person. Your way of reasoning isn't bad. In our current situation, there isn't enough information to either accept or deny a 19th person exists. But if you spin the chessboard around and think that way, we can deny the existence of a 19th person with near certainty. Spin. Okay. Spin the chessboard around with Kyrie. Okay. I wonder if, like, is Kyrie-san gonna be, like, is Kyrie gonna be the, the detective type? I mean, she's wearing purple and has white hair. It's like she's basically detective archetype already. She's even got like a breasted like jacket, kind of like Kyoko from Danganronpa. And she's also got a chessboard, a phrase of like spin the chessboard around, like almost turning it around like Ace Attorney, right, Karasu? Okay, you see, let's say that the 19th person called Beatrice actually exists. That person must have managed, without being seen by anyone, to stealthily arrive on this island and remain hidden ever since. Maybe they had some reason, okay? In that case, why did they go to all the trouble of appearing before Maria and handing her the letter? Then, wait, Maria said it herself. She said the witch made her a messenger. I assume it's like in quotes like this because he says she's saying like it's in English in the Japanese text. They're saying messenger. Maybe that's because Maria was the youngest and the most obedient. Why would they need a messenger? If they just wanted a letter delivered to the family conference, they could have mailed it. If they mailed it to each of the four siblings, no one would be able to ignore it. There was no need for this person to carry it themselves and secretly deliver it by hand. Does sound pretty weird. It is weird that she hasn't existed yet. She hasn't shown up yet. If this person wanted to hide, then they wouldn't have made their presence known. And if they wanted to show themselves, they wouldn't have used the roundabout approach of entrusting someone with a letter. Which means it's simple. Beatrice is one of us 18. Beatrice is one of us. That's why they want to create the illusion that there are more than 18. You know what? That makes sense. If someone was to profit from this, it wouldn't be some 19th person in hiding. It'd be one of the original 18. So, okay. Interesting. Because I was of the opinion that, like, yeah. Because so at the beginning, he's basically essentially Kinzo, the patriarch guy who was like, I've like summoned Beatrice through magic and shit. But like, he's sort of insane, so you're kind of like, you sort of think maybe it's not real, but you think it's real because that would be a good, it would be a good, what's the word? It'd be a good plot line. So, it is one of those. Now, is this real magic or is this mundane? I think in Higurashi, it's sort of like the same thing. It's like, oh, maybe a little bit of magic, maybe a little bit of science, sci-fi, who knows. I guess it could have been, yes, one of us could be secretly Beatrice and hid it and hid themselves and like disguise themselves and then lied that they didn't give give Maria the umbrella. So you're saying if someone disguised themselves by wearing the fancy dress from the portrait, tricking Maria wouldn't be that hard? Ri-chan's holding the key. So yeah, okay. So Rob, so Umineko is it's the same author as Higurashi, basically. Um, I don't think it's related to. I don't think it's related to Higurashi at all. Might be some like vague connections, but I don't think they're like the same universe or anything like that. I mean, they might be the same universe, but like there's no like weird multiverse shit or anything like that. I think it's just its own story that like came out in parts. I think it's the whole thing. Yeah, that's it. Ryokichi 7. That's it. Yeah, it's a Western mansion mystery and a mysterious person, and yeah, you're actually pretty tough considering you're still excited after being dragged through endless money talk. Hey, Brass, so this is where you are. Kyrie, you really took your time fixing your makeup, didn't you? Think I'll make a habit of going out to touch up my makeup, too. I'm sorry, a woman's makeup takes a long time. So, how has the discussion been without me? I'm sure everything was all peaceful and harmonious. We decided to take a break to cool our heads a little. Looks like we'll be at it all night. Makes me want to cry. Still, that ranger's awful. I really don't want to go back to the guest house. Looks like Natsuhi. Yes. And I keep thinking it's like Natsushi, but I guess it's Natsuhi. Natsi? Who knows? Yep, so we all got to stay the night in the mansion. Tonight, I will probably be killed. Oh, there we go. Death flag number one with the thunder. Yep. Because yeah, after all, it's she's Beatrice is coming to get her debts, and that includes all the members of the family. So you know, what's gonna happen? Is she gonna kill them? Are they all gonna die? Are they gonna go crazy and then kill themselves? Or is this actually all just a big like mind game and nothing's gonna happen at all? Who knows? What are you talking about? I'm gonna go fix my makeup too. Don't follow me. What did he say? Tonight he'll be killed? You don't think that mysterious letter scared him, do you? I want to say thanks. Thanks to you, my gloomy room has cleared up a lot. That's good. Communication is important. figure to worry about anything said by those three, or even this suspicious person who calls herself Beatrice. After all, gold is just a ruse created by father. There's no way something like that could be found. Your position as a successor is a solid fact. What are you afraid of? Enter. What is this? There's something I want you to see. I've never shown you this before. What are you doing? That is... It's a gold ingot of incredible purity. Without this, no one would have believed in the legend of the gold. This is not a proper ingot. I don't even know whether it was cast inside or outside the country. It took a... Look here. There's nothing to be afraid of. Just a bar of gold. Right there. That's right. This is the legendary ingot that Father said he received from the witch, that the president of Marisu witnessed and was allowed to select at random to take back with him. It gained the trust of the fixers in the business world. I had to use all possible means to find it. I found it before the other siblings could. No, Umineko is actually set in like the 1980s, I think it is. So yeah, it's like the whole thing is that basically he got his fortune sort of from the post-war era by sort of helping out with the Allies and the also getting money during the Korean War. So I found it before the other siblings could. How could then the legend of Father's Gold is it actually exists. The gold that Ushiromiya Kinzo received from Beatrice actually exists. Impossible! Yeah, the dress of the lady is very Victorian, classic looking. No, fair enough. Like, obviously, the whole idea is that the aesthetics are very Western Victorian murder mystery. It's very much that sort of aesthetic. Like, it's trying to keep that aesthetic, even though it is set in not modern day, still the 1980s. So, and in Japan. So, it is that contrast. Kind of interesting. Have I been so undeserving of your trust? That has never been my intention. There was simply no need to tell you. The lady's figures are just a touch exaggerated. Oh yeah, no, that as well. It is a sound novel after all, and it is made by a Dojin Circle after all. You need to have something to hook people if that's just the big boob characters. You should see Shannon. Actually, I can uh uh it's just it's what it is. Actually, also I think there's also you can do like original images. Yeah, so this was I guess this was like the original portraits of everybody. So obviously a little bit more what's the word? But everyone's still they've all still got the women still of course have to have big you've got to have big boob people, big boob maids and okay, no, Maria's like 7, so anyway, exit and then go new images. I could do the old images, but you know what? This was what it did to begin with. Is that all a wife means to you? Doesn't look like I will be any use of you to any use to you anymore. That's fine. I can resolve the troubles with the siblings by myself. I don't need your help. What's wrong? That's true. The images seem a bit more proportional. True. Um, this is the Ushiromiya family's problem. It's true that I am not permitted to wear the family crest on my body, but I am still your wife. Even so, are you saying I'm not capable of helping you? Are you? Oh, it's you, Mom. What the heck are you doing in a place like this? I thought you were a ghost. Jessica, forgive me, but my headache is awful. Please leave me be. I see. It sounds like you really got your hands full with the meeting thing. It has nothing to do with you. Please go somewhere else. Is your headache bad? Should I go get some medicine? You don't have to trouble yourself. Please leave me alone. Okay. Then I'll leave. I'll be with the other cousins so I don't get in the way of the adults. See you later. Wait there. What? Thank you for being so considerate. It isn't good of me to go to sleep and leave you alone. Don't talk like that. You'll bring bad luck. I've made you worried, but I'm okay now. I will go. Hey, Mom? I was given a charm today. Was it a charm against magic? I'm pretty sure that you were supposed to hang it from your doorknob, I think? I forget. There's no point in me having it, so I'll let you take it. What is this? Some kind of prize toy? Well, I think it's something like that. I guess you wouldn't really expect a charm that looks like a toy to do anything. Thank you. I'll take good care of it. Sometime soon in exchange, why don't I give you a charm that was important to me when I was a child? It's not like that's why I gave it to you. But, well, if you really say so, I will rest for now. My headache is awful. Try not to stay up too late. Sure. It's like, aw. There's no real villains. Everyone still kind of loves each other, even though they're all in a terrible situation. Except for the grandfather. He's just kind of an asshole. Yeah, that's a problem. I have to go back now. Is everyone returning to the guest house? It has grown very dark, so allow me to guide you. That'll be great, Chanan-chan. George is going to carry Maria there. Could you hold an umbrella for him? Yes, certainly. Maria, I'm sorry for everything. It's interesting they actually do leave because I would have thought it would be like, oh, the weather's too bad. We've all got to stay in the same room. But they are going to the guest house. interesting. Secret. Shannon and George like each other, maybe. Ooh. According to the weather report, looks like it'll be at its worst tonight. It seems like it'll last all day tomorrow. It should get a little better. Really? And maybe the boat won't arrive until the day after tomorrow. I hope that doesn't interfere with your work on Monday. I already knew the typhoon would be coming beforehand. Just in case I make sure I didn't have any plans for Monday, so it's okay. I may not look it, but I really am the type who can plan ahead in his schedule. It's no surprise you're well prepared as someone who will bring prosperity to his company someday. Well, making a company prosper really is a tough job. Ah, yes, Takeda Shingen. That's probably a character in Fate Granddaughter. At some point, I think he shows up in later in the Japanese server. George-sama, is it wrong for me to continue living this way? Yeah, it is. Oh, and by the way, didn't you break one of our rules just now? Didn't you promise not to use Sama when the two of us are alone? Oh, cute. I couldn't obey that as a promise. But if it was an order, I would have to obey it. Because I'm furniture. Yes, that's fine, Saya-chan. Ooh. How old is George again? It doesn't say. And how old is Shannon? Who knows? I mean, they're at least 18, but still. I want you to take this. I couldn't accept something so valuable. You can't take it? No, I'm unworthy of such a thing. Sire, this isn't a request. It's an order. Take this ring, okay? Uh, uh, if it's an order, I cannot disobey. So from here on, I'm not ordering you anymore. Sire, I want you to give me your answer by tomorrow, without using words. Do you understand? How should I? I won't order you any further, so this isn't an order. But a ring is something you put on your finger, after all. If you like it, you can just put it on any finger you choose. Hello, Jameis. Look how late it's gotten. Let's call it a day. Oh, this is simultaneously silly and sweet. Yeah, it's pretty good. You know what? Also, I'm glad that we're getting the maid is in love with one of the masters and stuff subplots out of the way before even really the big plot happens. Like, oftentimes like, you like slowly see feelings partway through, during the story. But so it's interesting they're doing this at the start here. At the very least, episode 1, right? It's supposed to be like 8 episodes of this. So, oh yeah, the glass shattering sound effect is like end of chapter, and then time skip potentially, at least a few hours later. Generally, that's weird when I make a new save. Have you watched Daima? I've watched Daima. Do I like it? That's a hard question to ask. I mean, I guess I don't dislike it, besides last episode, because that was all just Vegeta fan service, and I just hate Vegeta fan service. But it's wild to have a show that's gone to like 12 episodes, and I just have no thoughts. I really have no thoughts. Like, it's solid, it's decently made, but I just have no thoughts, which is kind of wild. Ooh, here we finally some spoopy things. You don't like Vegeta fan service? You just like Vegeta in general? Yeah, I'd say you must be new here, but it's more just okay. I'm not really the biggest fan of shonen rival characters to begin with. I think really when it comes down to it, I think what I dislike about Vegeta fan service essentially is it often kind of ends up kind of leading to this sort of implication that essentially Vegeta is in fact better at Goku at doing the things that Goku does. So like really Vegeta should be the main character because like he's like Goku but he's more serious and he doesn't have the same character flaws that Goku has. So why can't we just follow Vegeta instead? Like I think that's why I dislike it because it kind of like that's just it just every time Vegeta's like, oh wow, Vegeta's got a new form. Wow, Vegeta's so strong. Wow, Vegeta has figured out this puzzle which Goku couldn't do because he's dumb. It just kind of does that. It just kind of feeds into that mindset, and I think that mindset just kind of makes the story really complicated because what's the point of having a story with a main character when you're constantly undermining the main character? So basically that. And yeah, JMS is like, I'm the same with you with and Vegeta. Goku's my guy. Yeah. Like, the thing is, Goku is the main character. So it's like, why do they always do this where it's like a. Vegeta can't even, like, do things in his own right? It always kind of feels like it's in this kind of, like. Basically, that, like, he's being ridden by salty Vegeta fans who feel like he's constantly being, what's the word? Being wasted or he doesn't get what he deserves. He needs to get what he deserves, right? I think I was more of a Vegeta fan in a bridge. Fair enough, like fair enough. But also to be fair, like it's not like a bridge ever did things like Super or GT or any of the things where you know Abridged only did Vegeta when Vegeta was a bad guy, as opposed to like a secondary protagonist. Yeah. It even has the freaking like high school bell ringing. Do 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 do. Like they do that in Danganronpa as well, because that's like they always have like that's like the high school bell sound, right? Listen, Danganronpa was not the first murder mystery. In fact, this probably came before Danganronpa. In fact, they probably took some inspiration from it. But I miss the days when you were reacted to a bridge. That's how I got to find you, by the way. Well, I could always continue doing my stream of reacting to. Well, I already did the Boo bits. There's some other Team 4 Star stuff I still needed to react to, and also I wanted to do live stream of reacting to Season 2 again, but maybe another time, not now. What is this supposed to be like? All the characters who are alive at this point? Then Beatrice comes and murders somebody in the night. They have to figure out who did it. Like Among Us? No, it's not. Like I said, this is like late 2000s. This was long before Among Us, but it feels like it's going to be like this Among Us story, even though it's not. Probably. Who knows? I actually don't know. Ooh, here we go. I got an achievement, 2400. All the pieces are in place. What will you see on the game board? Does that mean? What does that mean? End of episode 1? Ooh. So what happens? Is that the end of episode 1? Midnight? Or is it just the end of the chapter? I don't know. Was that 6 o'clock now? 6 a.m.? Who gets killed? The second, oh my goodness. There you go, October 5th, 1986. This is, first of all, this gives me big Majora's Mask vibes. Second of all, definitely somebody got killed in the night. Like, alright, let's see what happens. Third of all, probably a good point to make a new save. It's still, it's still episode 1. That's the wild thing. Like, this shit is long, and maybe because there's a bit too much text, because this is a dojin, as in, aka, like, an unofficial, non sort of profit, basically, game that somebody made because they wanted to. So they can make it as long as they want. They probably just kept writing and it couldn't stop. But, like, holy shit, this thing's gonna be long. Like, if it's like Higurashi, it might also be long because it's like they get into like multiverse theory shit, and so like every episode is like, here's a different version of how the events play out, and then like they start becoming aware of like previous timelines and stuff. Seems to last the whole day after all. Yeah, it's like the movie Clue. I mean, like I was saying before, it kind of reminds me of Knives Out, but now it's not like Knives Out. And also, did you plan to do AM in the Somnian Files? That is also true. Yes, that is also a plan I was gonna do. I guess I wanted to do Umineko first. What even? Honest, no, it was because my what you call it? At one point, like the internet was dying on my computer, so I was like, I'm gonna download something on my Steam library onto my computer, play that. And Umineko was a lot smaller file than AI Somnium Files, so I did this one first. So that's how we're doing this. I'll do Nirvana Initiative next time because I do have it. Like I said, I've got it on my Steam library. So all right, the mansion has to be locked up. Okay, so we know we've already taken some people off the suspect list if somebody died. Unless there's a secret entrance or a secret key, or they gotta, yeah. Once you're well going through your laptop dying. Oh yeah, no, I've got a new laptop now, so that's not a problem. Um, that's all fine now. Uh-oh, Goda's nowhere to be seen. You can cut the tension with a knife. Oh, I know, right? I mean, in a way, it is almost taking too long. Like, how long have I mean, the thing. Wait, okay, it was like 3 hours before. I've been streaming for an hour, so it's been like 4 hours, and nobody has died yet. So it's maybe Goda is the first one dead. The asshole cook, which is like a, you know what, fair enough. That's one of the death game, the first person to die is either like it's a big shock or it's the big asshole. So you're like, oh, you don't really care. They're dead now. Uh-oh, the phones are dead. Gotta head out, Gabby. Wish I could stay and watch more. It was nice seeing you again. Catch you next time. All right. See ya, Jameis. Yes? Good morning, madam. It is Genji. Uh-oh. Good morning. Did something happen? My apologies. It would seem that the telephones have broken down due to the lightning last night. Okay. We haven't been able to find Goda. The arrangements for breakfast have yet to be carried out. What did you say? Well, I suppose he slept in. At any rate, just see to it that someone hurries up and prepares breakfast. I don't care who. What? What sort of prank is this? How awful! I also just noticed as I came to call you. I will clean it later. Perhaps this is a vulgar joke by one of the guests. Madam, it's not only Goda. Your husband is also nowhere to be found. Ooh, okay, yeah, of course, and it's the asshole chef and the asshole heir to the elder son. Interesting. So it's not victims; they don't get murdered; they just disappear as well, which means anything could happen. Fun drama. Rudolph. Wow. Okay, a whole bunch. Rudolph and Kyrie and Rosa. Well, that's a lot of people disappeared. Not in the guest house. Not the mansion. Oh, interesting. So what? Is it like if they leave their rooms at midnight, they get killed or disappeared, taken by the witch? Wait up! What? Is it an enemy, right? Surround them! Thanks for waking us up, Maria-chan. We didn't die horribly. Mama's not here. Aunt Rosa? She wasn't in her room? I wonder if she's already woken up and gone to the mansion. Not here! Mama! Oh, jeez. It would be interesting if then he shows up murdered or dead, and then we bring the murder mystery along with the other disappearance mystery. Or if it's just he died of old age, right? Alright, here we go. So many options. So many options for this kind of story. Oh no, he's alive. Okay. So you're awake. Good morning. How did you get in? My sincere apologies. I asked Genji-san and he allowed me to borrow the key to the study. Oh, Genji did. My friend thought it was that important that I have no choice but to listen. So what business do you have with me? Well, breakfast will be ready soon and I would greatly appreciate it if you would join us. I will eat here. Have it brought here like always. Father, this family conference happens only once a year. Please let them see your face. Go back downstairs. Are you asking me to join in as they discuss how to chew up my inheritance after I die? Foolish. them speak of such matters as much as they please without me. And if that's what they want you call a family conference, it's hardly worth leaving my room for it. I am busy. Do not bother me. Tsuhi, it has been quite some time since you married into the Uchiromiya family. Yes, it has been many years since I was first permitted to bear the name Uchiromiya. Do you sometimes long for your previous family? No. Marriage means abandoning your birth family. I am Ushiromiya Natsuhi. The Ushiromiya family is the only family I can come home to, the only one I am fond of. If Kraus were a woman, and you his husband, no, I won't say that. But what do you mean by that, father? Forget it. It's just the nonsense of an old man. Father, even though I, Natsuhi, am not connected to you by blood, I am still your daughter. I will most assuredly see to it that your honor and glory and everything you have left behind are protected. You do not have the right to wear the one-winged eagle. However, the one-winged eagle is surely engraved in your heart. That is irrefutable proof that you are my blood relative, one who will inherit the glory of the Ushiromiya family. Some will sneer that there is no eagle in your clothes, but such words are not worth lending an ear to. Only those who hold the eagle in their hearts, my true blood relatives. I now consider it an honor that you are welcomed in the Ushiromiya family. Father said he would not join in on the family conference. He says he has no interest in discussing such obscene matters. I figured you'd say something like that. If you failed to persuade Father, just say so. How pitiful. I'm beginning to see why Father lamented so. Ooh, Shannon's gone as well. Ooh, drama. Ooh. What's going on, Kanon-kun? Do you find Kraus Nissan and everyone else? Actually, the Rose Garden storehouse looked strange. What do you mean? It looked strange. It was, how should I explain it? What do you mean? Are you saying Nissan and the others are inside the storehouse? No, I'm going to inspect the inside now. I just now came back to get the key, but, um, I don't really get it, but it sounds like we just gotta look inside it. Where's the key to that storehouse? It is in the servant room. Let us check inside the storehouse at once. What is that? Oh, fun. What a vulgar bit of graffiti. Could this be one of those? Those magic circles used in demonic ceremonies? When was this made? There was nothing drawn here when I came by yesterday, before it started raining. We must do something before anyone else sees this. If they laid eyes upon it, it would cause them great discomfort. That's right. Even though it's just a shed, I wouldn't want to leave such an unpleasant piece of graffiti alone for a second longer than I had to. There's some paint inside the storehouse. Let us paint over it temporarily as an emergency measure, then repaint it again someday when the weather is good. Alright, what's inside the shed? What's inside the shed? What's inside the shed? Oh, oh God. God damn it. Okay, like that's like that's some good suspense shit. It's like, okay, there's a thing drawn in blood. What happens now? Cut back to the children having fun watching TV, because you know there's something there, or it could be a fake out. You've got no idea. This is what suspense is. Dr. Nanjo, my apologies. Please come with me quickly. Oh, what is the matter? We think there's a dead body, and we need you to perform an autopsy. What's that? Isn't that Genji-san and Dr. Nanjo and not Natsuhi, isn't it? What's up, Aniki? Maybe something happened. I look terribly flustered. Could there have been some kind of accident? Let's go check it out. It's no fun if we're the only ones left out, right? Let's check it out, okay? I'm worried something might have happened. Himuri, you coming too? Wanna watch TV? You mustn't come any closer. Go back to the mansion. Yeah! George, take everyone and return to the mansion. Quickly. Right now. Some kind of joke? Is it? Oh, here we go. Here we go. It's the murder. It is. It has been 4.5 hours, and I think we have finally maybe seen a dead body. As for whose it is, well, I guess we'll find out. Um, where's? Oh no, it's his dad. Oh no, it's Kraus. Oh, it's all of them. They all died all at once. Interesting. Dad, Dad! You mustn't, Jessica. You mustn't go in. You mustn't look. Dad, Dad! Ah! Rigor mortis has set in across the entire body. Most likely. 6 hours or more have passed since death. As far as I can tell from looking at the damaged area, there is a high probability that they were damaged after their death. No, I must watch what I say. I'm a general practitioner. Examining corpses outside my area of expertise. So what's going on here? Just killing them wasn't enough? So they went on to do something like this? The devil. This is the work of the devil! People who should catch me. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, there's no one here to stop me. It's not that there's no one here to stop me. It's the people who should be here to stop me are right there. They're the ones that are dead. This music is so good. It is pretty good, yeah. You're fucking kidding me. That's more than I can count on one hand. Damn it! Oh god. Oh my god. Okay. All right. Well, let's start thinking about alibis, guys. So, okay. So, oh, yep. Yeah. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh my goodness. Well, well, well. Okay. So, nice, but also, well, that one's particularly bad because that almost like I don't know. Anyway, so alibis. So Rudolph and Kyrie were going to have a discussion, right? Kraus was very much like, leave me alone. I'll deal with this myself. Oh, the description changed too, did it? Which description? Oh, no, you're right. Shit, I didn't even see that. Oh, shit. Okay, hang on. Yeah, okay, you're right. His corpse was found inside the rose garden. His direct cause of death was known. Seeing the side of his head was smashed after death. This is the beginning of everything. His corpse was found in the rose garden. His face needs to be smashed after death. He has a right to lament his ill fortune. Her corpse was found. She was chosen by the demon's roulette. That's all there is to it. Oh, that's creepy. Her rose was found. Yep. I'll get to see her again, so I don't feel lonely. And how unfortunate. Apparently, he was supposed to be on duty in the guest house. Oh, oh, interesting. But it's interesting. I mean, of course, it's also interesting given that all of them have their faces fully smashed in, whereas his head just has the side of his head is smashed in. So, interesting. Uh huh. Obviously that might, that's probably means something, right? Why they get their deaths are all like that. Krause's death is different. But yeah, in the meantime, there's no real alibis. I can't even remember where Rosa went now, because I thought Rosa would. Who knows? I don't remember when the last time we saw Rosa. Now I kind of just want to go back and check where everyone was, but they'll probably recap it when we're figuring out the investigation. Dad! I always thought you were going to hell! Yeah, was it just a mini bloodbath where one killed someone, another killed the other? I mean, it could be, but also, like, Beatrice is probably a real thing here. Like, there's a sprite of her. So, there probably is something. Who knows? Who knows? It could have been that, yeah, like, Kraus, like, smashes everybody's heads in, then he, like, smashes half his head in and murder-suicide. It could be, but you never know. Also, Battler, that's maybe not the most appropriate thing to say. Still, not like this, right? You weren't such a son of a bitch that you should have to suffer so brutally. And Kirei-san, didn't I tell you to stop going out with this guy? There's absolutely no reason for you to end up like this, too. I've got no faces. No faces! Damn it, damn it, damn it! Ah! Battler-san, you mustn't look anymore. There's no way your mother and father would want you to see them like this. For their sakes, you mustn't look anymore. Dead people are supposed to have faces that look like they're sleeping peacefully, right? I've got no faces! They have no faces! I don't even know what kind of faces they were wearing when they died! What's wrong with me? Oh my god. Well, this is morbid. Stop it, Battler-kun! Just stop it! Just stop it! Aniki, Aniki! Well, there has been a murder. Father, the one's lying. Actually, wait. Shannon's disappeared, right? But she's not dead. Her corpse hasn't been confirmed, so what's going on with Shannon? Father, the ones lying over there. Uncle Kraus, Uncle Rudolph, Aunt Kyrie and Aunt Rosa, and Goda-san. Just those five, right? No. Oh, there are six people. There's one more person over there. Uh-oh. So, the one lying at your feet is Shannon, isn't it? Yes, it's Shannon-chan. Oh! Don't worry. Everyone will be revived in the Golden Land. And okay, hers was also the side of her head. I think when that like raindrop sound goes, it like it that's like the sign that it changes the the um this thing, the whatever it's called, the system settings, the character log, because like there was always a musical cue that played when the character, so the character log would be updated. It was just like they were just like black blank pictures, and then they would be updated when the character was officially like introduced with their name and their kanji, and there was a musical cue. So I think it's that teardrop happens when it's like a teardrop when somebody's they update that. Is Shannon the same as Uncle Kraus and the others? Can I look at Shannon? No, you can't. Why not? After all, I won't be able to see Shannon's face again, right? So why won't you let me see what her face looks like at the end? The last time you met Shannon-chan was yesterday, right? Yes, I see. When you left her, what kind of face was she showing you? It was a wonderful smile. I see. Then I'm sure Shannon-chan would want to leave you with that smile in your memory. I mean, listen, there could be supernatural elements involved, so, you know. George, I'm sure Shannon-chan is saying thank you. She must be glad you didn't end up seeing her in such a pitiful state. I'm sure. She's thanking you for holding strong and showing restraint. I understand. I understand, Father. I understand. Father, I have a request. What is it? I want you to look for me. Is there a ring on Shannon's figure? A ring? Let me see. Oh, yeah, there is. Oh, no. The diamond ring with a valuable diamond. Must have been pretty expensive. And which hand and which finger is it on? Hmm. The ring finger of her left hand. I see. So Shannon Chan was engaged? George, don't tell me you. Eva, that doesn't matter now. A man made a lifelong promise to Shannon Chan. A man promised her happiness for life. Who that man is isn't the issue here. Being told by a man is a woman's dream, isn't it? Ah, depends on the woman. I don't know when she received this ring. I also don't know who gave it to her. However, even so, Shannon Chan took this ring, then she accepted it and put it on her left ring finger. I'm sure the man who gave it to her was also happy. I see. Thank you, Father. Let's go. Butler-kun, Jessica-chan, if we stay here any longer, we'll get in the way of the adults. You're right. Oh, I just realized. Natsuhi probably was saved because she had the charm from Jessica. Although it doesn't explain why, but like it almost feels no, because no, there's no real relation here, but that's what it feels like. There's no real relation with any of the deaths here because it's like maybe you'd be like, oh, the obviously George's family is now going to just be like the like Eva is like the main suspect, right? But obviously it's probably not that simple because nobody, like, no human person is going to smash one, two, three, four, five, six people's faces in. Butler, hang in there. I'm sorry. Crying like hell calmed me down. You bastard, Dad. I bet you're laughing at me. After all that shit I talked about you, here I am crying like a baby just 'cause you died. Well, so what? I guess I just got the gene that makes you cry when your parents kick the bucket. Kanon, you mustn't remain here any longer either. Take the children and return to the mansion. Okay, and it's interesting because, they're all like, everyone will be revived in the golden that. So, because the whole thing was, that, in part of the whole ritual thing of the secret mystery that they need to solve to basically stop Beatrice from killing everybody, says that like when they find the gold, everybody who dies will come back to life. So, you know, uh, it'll be interesting. Uh, Sorry, I just wanted to check. I was like, okay, no, but they do still, you can still go put it on at Japanese, although that doesn't really change much. So combining this with the fact that this is only episode one of 8 episodes of Umineko, and the fact that like almost half of the cast has been dead on the first day, it makes me think that it's almost like, they'll find the gold and everyone will come back to life. And then it starts again in episode two, like, because that's how kind of Higurashi seems to go, where it's like, they're all different scenarios of what happens from when the guy shows up to when the everybody starts going insane and somebody dies, and then it's like a different timeline. Maybe I'm theory crafting just because I was looking up a whole bunch of Higurashi lore yesterday because I was curious. I had at one point because I just at one point I was curious, and so now I was like I'm even more curious because yes, madam. Genji, contact the police immediately. They probably won't be able to come until after the typhoon passes, but they should be able to tell us what to do next. Understood. There is an emergency radio, so I will use that to contact them. Dr. Nanjo, is there anything more you can do here? Unfortunately, there is nothing I can do. Understood. Genji, could you at least cover their faces with something? Exposing them like this is humiliating to them as well. Yes, ma'am. Wait a second! Stop! This is the scene of the crime, isn't it? Then we mustn't disturb it. We all panicked and walked in here with our shoes on, but even that will surely get in the way of the police's investigation, right? I agree with Eva-san. Until the police come, we should leave everything be. What do you say, madam? You're right. Very well. Close it up. And just in case, we should put a different lock on it. A different lock? Yes. When we came here, the shutter was locked. That means the culprit used the key to the shutter to lock it. If that makes sense. So does that mean the key that opens the shutter will have the culprit's fingerprint on it? I'm sure it'll be worth submitting it to the police as evidence. Kanon-kun usually has it, and he uses it to unlock the shed just now. Probably have Kanon fingerprints on it too. Also, that key was handed to Genji-san just now, and yeah. That was careless of me. My apologies. Genji-san, are there any other keys to the storehouse? No, only this one. Okay. Indeed. Yep. Almost like, they had to have the ritual circle. And end of scene. So it goes from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Actually, I think honestly I'm probably gonna have lunch soon, so probably a good time to end it off for now. Don't know if I'm gonna keep streaming the rest of it, but nothing has really changed for everybody else. I think I'm gonna end that off. No, not eggs. Oh wait, system, title. We eagerly await your return. All right, well that was fun. I got to see the murder part, so yeah, that's the interesting. Well, okay, you know what I mean. It's like a that's the exciting part to see. Okay, who's gonna when does the plot happen? I got to see the plot happen. You got to see it live. That's the fun part around streaming this game. Who knows what I'm gonna do after this? It's gonna be fun. Also, I will say, also thinking about Higurashi, when I was looking up that lore, if you like that kind of thing, Raging Loop is another one where it is also this similar like a hey how many timelines are we gonna have to go through before we stop everybody from dying horribly and violently? So yeah, we'll see. It's another one of these dojin stories, you know. Yeah, I've seen these stories before, but they're always pretty good. So yeah. Uh, uh, I think that's it for now. And yeah, see you guys.